Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make a blanket for Schleich horses, and for your materials you'll need felt, and I'm going to be using rainbow polka dots, 2 to 3 millimeter ribbon. I'm using mint. I think it'll be a nice combination when we're done. 4 6 millimeter jump rings, scissors. You're also going to need to make some sort of pattern for your blanket. So I made this one out of paper quite some time ago, and I've perfected it over time. And basically you'll just take a bit of paper and wrap it around your horse and cut it out into a blanket shape. And like I said, perfect it over time. And it's good to make a pattern, especially if you plan on making more than one blanket. And of course you'll also need a pin to pin the pattern to the felt. And last but not least, you'll need a hot glue gun. So the first step is to pin your pattern to your felt and cut out your blanket. Once you've cut it out, it should look like this. Now you're going to come in with your ribbon and hot glue gun, and you're going to basically start gluing a border the whole way around your blanket. So I always start with this side. I don't know why. On every single blanket I start with this side, but you don't have to. Basically just start gluing on your ribbon, which is going to be like your trim. And how you do this kind of explains itself in these next few clips, so I'll just let you watch them. And you're going to continue gluing border the whole way around the blanket. I also like to add a strip of ribbon down the center of the blanket, so down the middle, so that would be like on top of the horse's back. You don't have to, but I think it makes it more fancy. Another thing I like to do to make it more fancy is I like to glue a second strip of ribbon across the bottom. You don't have to do this, but I like how it looks. Once you finish gluing down all the borders, it should look something like this. And if it's a bit sloppy around the edges, that's completely fine because we're going to fix that right now. So you're going to cut off that bit of felt that sticks out on the other side, the ribbon. You're just going to cut that off and clean it up and make it look crisp and finished. Once you've done that, your blanket should look like this, and as you can see, there's quite a big difference. The next step is to take a small piece of white felt, and you're going to cut it's kind of hard to explain this shape, kind of like an hourglass shape actually. So it's like a triangle on top and a triangle on bottom. Now you're going to glue that onto your blanket, I guess where your horse's withers will be, I guess. So it's kind of just to look like there's padding there like real blankets have. And then you can just clean it up a bit with your scissors, so any bits of the felt on the back that are sticking out, you can just clean those up. Now we're going to make the little buckles for our blanket. So you're going to thread 2 jump rings onto a piece of ribbon, and you're going to fold down the end of that piece of ribbon, and you're going to add a little glue and glue it down. So when you're gluing it down, make sure you do not get any glue on the jump rings, because the jump rings need to be loose and able to move. And you're going to cut it 3/4 of an inch long. And then make another one because we'll need 2. So this is what they should look like. Next step is to add a bit of glue to the back of one of the little pieces we just made, and you're going to glue it right where I did on my blanket. Then you're going to glue the other one on the side of the blanket. I don't really know the names, I guess for the belly strap. Then you're going to apply a little bit of glue to the end of a piece of ribbon, and you're going to glue that to your blanket for the strap that goes in the front. Then add glue onto another strip of ribbon, and you're going to glue that onto your blanket for the other end of the belly strap. So I always add a little dot of glue on top of everything I just glued down, so you can see here what I'm doing. And I just press it down, and this just makes everything super secure and nothing is coming off. Of course, the hot glue is hot, so just be careful. So once you put the little dots of glue on, just wait a few seconds, let the glue cool off a little bit before you stick your fingers on. As you can see, I don't do that. I just do it, but you probably will want to wait a few seconds. So our blanket is actually almost done. I'm just going to show you really quick how to do up the buckles. So you're going to take the end of the ribbon and thread it through the 2 jump rings, and then you're going to bring it back up through the second jump ring. So you're going to open up the 2 jump rings and thread it back up through the second one and pull it up. Then you're just going to trim the end up nicely and add a little hot glue onto the end. That way there's no fraying. So I'm also just going to show you really quick how to buckle up the blanket to put on your horse. So you're going to overlap the 2 ends and then pull the buckle. That way it tightens and you can slip it on your horse. And you do the belly strap buckle the same way, so up through the 2 jump rings and back through the second one and pull down. And the last step is to trim the end of the ribbon for the belly strap, and of course add some glue so there's no fraying. Alright everyone, so that is how I make blankets for my Schleich horses. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. If you do decide to make some of these blankets, I would love to see pictures. So you can send me pictures on my Instagram. All that information is down below in the description. So anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!